Hello, and we are live. How is everybody tonight? Happy hump day. Hope everybody's had a good week thus far. We're halfway through, so there's a light at the end of that tunnel. Let's see who's with me tonight before I bring on tonight's panel and dive into some topics here. We've got Jess here with us tonight, Cable Channel 11. We got Alex Bacon. What's up, Alex? We've got we got Future Dead Camper. We got Andy Shoemake. We got Witch Hunter. We got Caleb Croft. Michael Sullivan is here. We got Jilly here. We got Horror Orman here. Anthony O'Donnell, what's up? We got Donald Zakow here, drinking a fireball. All right. Right on, man. We've got Dylan here. Any H45 exclusives you're looking forward to? The the Chalice figure, the Tom Atkins figure. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I'd like to get my hands on that, of course. I know there's I know there's a bunch of shirts and stuff too. Are there any other exclusives that I may not be aware of? But definitely the got to get the Chalice figure and signed by the Atkins, of course. We got Olivia here with us tonight. What's up, Olivia? We got Country Shape Media. Get that Myers mask in that profile photo. It's an interesting one. We got Dylan Johnson here. We got Mad Blood, Entertainment Wizard. And Darren, thank you for becoming a channel member. Very kind of you, sir. Appreciate that. Thank you. We got Geriatric Geek. What's up, Bill? Hope you're doing well. Bill, are you going to 45? Tell me you're going to Halloween 45, Bill. I'll buy you a fireball. A literal fireball. I'll throw it right at you. No. We got David here. We got Danny here. We got Dave here. All right, we got a nice full house here tonight. Hope everybody's doing good. So let's go ahead and bring on the panel and get to talking about some cool stuff here. Joining me tonight from the Flesh Wound Features YouTube channel, Dan. What's up, Dan?
What's up, Piz? Missed you last month. It's good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man. How you been?
I've been doing well. Been traveling a lot. Was in LA for a while, so it's good to be back in time for Halloween season.
Yeah, right on. How were your travels?
Very fun. Very, very fun. Got to hit up the Museum of Death, which is always a good time. I recommend that if you're ever in the California area. It's a good trip. And went to Trejo's Tacos.
Oh,
really cool. I got a Danny Trejo hat and cookbook too, which is interesting.
How were the tacos?
They were amazing. If you haven't lived in California at any point, you realize like just how bad the Mexican food sucks outside of that area. Unfortunately, it's authentic and it's totally different. So it was amazing. It was a lot of fun.
Cool. Everybody keeps telling me I got to get like a fat burger and like an In-N-Out burger and like compare them when I'm out there. So I may have to shoot a video comparing the In-N-Out and the fat burger.
Yeah, you getting down there anytime soon?
In a week.
Oh, wow. Okay.
In a week. Yeah. I'm flying out there for Halloween 45. So.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be a little adventure. So.
Yeah. I think Pugs might be there. You might run into him.
Oh, okay. If he is, I will put him in a headlock and bulldog him.
There you go. There you go.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly
what I encourage to attack my co-hosts if you see them in person.
That's exactly what I will do. But hey, good to see you, Dan.
Good to see you.
Oh gosh, this is going to bother some people. Piz, if you could swap Donald Pleasance for Christopher Lee in Halloween 78, would you? Ooh, I know some people in the chat right now are getting very hot under the collar about that. No, I would not. I would not. Donald Pleasance is the heart and soul of the Halloween series. So
I think it would still be a classic, though. It would be different. But
it would be different.
Yeah.
Lee would have brought a whole different thing to it. I think Lee would have been maybe a little too like how he is in Howling 2 is how I picture him being as Dr. Loomis, just kind of stiff and
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm going to stick with Pleasance. I'll stick with Pleasance. So also joining me tonight, Swaggy G. What's up, man?
Hello, gentlemen. How are y'all?
Hey,
Doing good. How are you?
Great. Thanks for having me on again.
Okay. Yeah, it's good to see you again. Always a pleasure, man. How's everything going for you?
Really well, man. Work's going good. Went to Spirit Halloween today.
Okay.
Obviously joining y'all now, so things are rolling.
Okay. All right. Did you pick up any swag?
I will say I did watch your video, and I picked up that Michael Myers knife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that and the one that's got that on one side.
Yeah, that's a cool one. Mm-hmm.
And I picked up the Ghostface one too as well.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Swaggy, I know it's only like a week away, but can you make it out to Halloween 45 in Pasadena, California? Do you think you can make it happen?
I watched some of Dan's trip, and I've always wanted to visit California, but unfortunately, I can't make that. I got to work this weekend. So.
Okay, let's start a fundraiser right now. All right, to get Swaggy to 4. I know we're only a week out. How much is it going to take, Swaggy? Okay, we're going to raise $10,000. All right, to get Swaggy to California.
What day does it start?
It's next week. It's next weekend. It's probably too late, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, with flights and stuff, that's not. Yeah. I'd love to go and see what that's about. I thought, is there a convention coming in to Kentucky soon?
There's a Scarefest is in
Scarefest
October. Yeah, that one's coming up in October. They've got a really good lineup. Their lineups the last couple of years have been really good. So I mean they're growing. Well, I mean they've been growing, and now they're big.
Clint Howard. That's all you need. Clint Howard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Clint Howard.
Do you have his autograph already?
I've never met him. But
very cool guy.
Good. Yeah. If I'm not bankrupt by the time I make it back from Pasadena, I may try to hit up Scarefest. So we'll see.
Nice.
But good to see you, Swaggy. Also joining me tonight, all the way from the UK, we got Mike, the real Fifth Beater. What's up, man?
What's up, man? What's up, guys?
How you doing? It's been a while.
It's been I missed last month, so I was here the month before, but then there was a big gap where I missed a lot. But yeah, just obviously work schedules and 5-hour time difference doesn't really help.
That gets in the way.
It certainly does.
Yeah. But it's good to see you, man. Everything going good?
Yeah, very good. Just been announced next month there's going to be a 4K showing of Halloween 78 cinema not far from me, plus a live screening of a Goblin not Goblin playing live, but one of their live performances on the big screen as well.
Oh,
in 4K. So that should be exciting. It's like a double feature, like a big 4-hour thing. So
yeah, that's cool. That sounds like a good time. How's the weather in the UK?
It's still fairly warm. We've just had a bit of a mini heat wave, but it's gone back to being the typical British weather of like rain and drizzle and clouds. But it's not been too bad.
Okay, all right. Just make sure you're taking plenty of vitamin D. Get that D. So anyway, good to see you, Mike. Also joining me tonight, Chris Toberfest, aka the world's tallest Chris. What's up, man?
Not much, sir. How's it going, everybody?
It's going good, man. It's going good. We were talking before we went live, and the weather in Texas, it's not broken 100 in the past couple of days, which is good.
Exactly. So, like, I'll say last weekend or so, it was about 90, and I was like, man, the cold front's coming in.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh yeah, it's been a killer summer this year.
Well, things are cooling down here in Kentucky. We actually it's been a couple of nights where it's been like, damn, it's really like cool. So it's, it's in the air, the leaves are slowly changing colors and it's happening. It's happening. But it's good to see you, Chris.
Good to see everybody.
Country Shape, I did hear that. Yeah, they're reprinting the Curtis Richard Halloween novelization for the first time. Well, for the first time ever reprinted. So that's cool.
How's the novelization different from the movie?
Good question. I've got the novelization. I've never read it though. I think there's a little more. I think there's they talk about it opens in the Celtic time and what have you, and so on and so forth. And I think there may be some more talk of like the Celtic whatnot, but yeah. The copy I have is very old, and it's in good shape, but it's very old, so I don't want to get my greasy fingers on it and destroy it.
I read it when I was like 9, I think, and it's worth it if you're a fan because it is different. It's not just playing straight out like the movie. So yeah, definitely, I'll pick it up. I'm kind of curious because I don't remember a lot of it.
Yeah, I'll get the reprint too, just so I can get it all dirty, nasty. I don't want to get, the other one. We've got somebody else here backstage. Let me see who this person is. Tactical Therapist. Hello, are you there? Nope, he is not.
Oh.
He is not. It says devices not connected, man. I see you're in the chat. Try again, my friend. Try again. So, you guys seen any good movies lately? Bad movies? Anything new?
Rebirth, I liked a lot. Not for everybody, but that one I enjoyed, and I think it's dropping on Shudder. I've watched a lot of bad ones lately, though. Elevator Game was disappointing.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, and I liked Rebecca McKendry's previous film, Glorious, quite a bit, but yeah, that one. Something lately, just writers can't write real human beings anymore, it seems, at least this year. Something, kind of annoying influencers. So that wasn't too great.
Speaking about the influencers, did you see the movie Influencer?
I believe so. What was the story on that? I watched
Boat Trip.
Yeah.
Yes.
Island.
Yes.
Yeah.
Earlier this year. Yeah.
I enjoyed that one. Not great, but I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it.
That was a solid film. I am very excited for the Wicker Man 4K, which is Best Buy exclusive Steelbook.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
You mean the remake, right?
No, 73. I would grab that too. I mean, if you look at it as a dark comedy, it's got its moments, but no, the original, and it's a beautiful looking release. It's a Best Buy exclusive 4K Blu-ray combo.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
So
cool.
That's a big Halloween watch.
I did see your review of Rebirth. It sounded interesting, so I may have to check that one out. I also saw that you have a review of Natty Knox coming out soon.
Yes, we do. I don't want to spoil that, but yeah, not very good.
I have seen Natty Knox. We won't spoil anything though, but
I did run across Murder Size.
Oh, okay.
I think that I'd heard of that one from Flesh Wound Features. Y'all covered that one. It gives you what it promises.
I'm an easy mark for what that movie gives you. So,
is it better than Death Spa?
Ooh, nothing's better than Death Spot.
Oh.
but there you
I've
go.
got my
Nice.
copy there, signed by the
Unsigned.
cast. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm friendly with the director on social media, but and I back all their stuff. They do fun stuff. So yeah, that was one of my little rewards.
There you
But
go.
Yeah.
Good double with Death Spot.
Yeah, it would be. It would be a good double feature. That and Death Spa back to back. And don't forget Killer Workout triple feature.
Oh
There you go.
Yeah, I love those. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good triple feature. Hold on, I think Tactical Therapist may be here. Does anybody need any therapy?
yeah, not yet.
I can use some.
Okay, so all right, Tactical Therapist. how you doing?
Hey, I'm good.
What's
Can
up?
you hear me?
Yeah, we can. What's up, dude?
We can.
Awesome. Not much, just hiding from the kids. So trying
Okay.
to find a little place where I can sneak away. So
Okay. All
I'm
right.
doing all right.
Well, it's good to see you, man. Thank you for hopping on. Thank you for being a patron.
No, thank you. I appreciate all your content. It's been long overdue to finally join up. So I'm glad to do so.
Okay, well, I appreciate it. Well, Swaggy needs some therapy, so I'm going to pull the rest of us out, and you go for it, man.
Well, yeah, I am a therapist, so
Typically, this environment would be a little bit more isolated. You know,
It's just you two right now. It's just you two.
I don't even know where to
Us and,
begin.
the world.
I guess it goes back to my childhood.
Yeah, I like to go back there sometimes and kind of poke around a little bit.
All right.
It probably starts with my mom.
Enough of that tomfoolery.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, your mom in the fruit cellar. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh man, get her out of there, man. Damn, it's cold down there, isn't it?
So I'm saying, take him out of the attic, take him out of the fruit cellar. You know,
Mm-hmm.
get him some fresh air. Mom will be all right. Everything will be okay.
Well, Tactical Therapist, have you seen any good movies, bad movies lately?
Oh, what did I watch recently? I am so behind, but I watched one called, what was it called? Crom. I thought it was going to be something different than what it was, called Crom, something of Halloween or something of whatever. It's like this entity or this being that like haunted this family. And it was like a TV 14 rating, and I was kind of like waiting for more kills, and I'm like, what is going on here? But it wasn't too bad. I don't know. Anybody? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's called Crom, I think, or it's something like that. Crom, and then there's like something to it.
I may have
If anybody
scanned.
began.
Yeah, I think I scanned by that one, maybe on somewhere, Tubi or Prime or somewhere.
Yeah. It wasn't terrible, to be honest with you. I did enjoy it, but it was something where I really felt like I guess just because it was in with all the scary movies, I'm just like, oh, it's gonna be, it'll be rated R or whatever, so on and so forth. And then I'm watching it and I'm like, and then it started getting a little comedic, which I don't mind, but I'm like, I was like, dude, they have not killed anybody else except the one person, the one old dude at the beginning of the movie. I said, this is it. There's going to be one kill in this movie. And by God, there was only one kill in the movie. And I'm like,
Wow.
it's kind of a bummer, but I still enjoyed it. Outside of that, I don't know. That's really, I just watch a lot of reviews or you guys, stuff like that.
You watch the reviews, you don't need to watch the movie, especially if it's bad. If it's a bad
There
movie.
you go.
Right. I'm like, all I do is watch reviews. They're like, anybody's like, yeah, watch any good movies, Elliot? You used to watch movies. And I'm like, no, I just watch reviews now. I just watch everybody's reviews.
Let's
spend
just
more-
reenact Murder Size right now, guys. Let's just hit the music.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
There you go. Yeah. For
But
the
you guys were
ladies,
talking about the spa movies, like the Death Spa and the other one, Killer Workout. And those, I've seen both of those and I really enjoy them. I just I remember that Red Letter Media did one with which is the one, is it Killer Spa is the one, or Killer Workout, which is because they sound obviously similar, but the one where the girl at the end is like kind of like, I don't want to give it away, but you know what I mean, if you know what
Possessed,
I'm talking about.
or like Back from the Dead, possessed, like a.
Well, so there's that one, but then I think then the other one is the actual just building is possessed, right? The actual facility. but the other one actually has a physical killer, right?
Yeah, I don't.
Am I
Killer
remembering
Workout.
correctly?
Killer Workout. It's been a while. Death Spa. Actually, I went and I rewatched not long ago. But Killer Workout. It's been a while.
Now, is Death Spa the one
Death
with Ken
Spa is the
Foree?
better movie.
Death
Yeah.
Spa's the better movie.
Mhm.
That was the more where the building
Okay.
itself, there was something up
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
Killer
Okay,
Workout had
okay.
the lady with the oversized safety pin.
That's
Oh,
it.
God,
Yes,
that's
that's
it.
That's what I was
Yes.
talking about. Okay.
It's the
I didn't want to give
weirdest
it away, but yeah.
killer weapon I've ever seen. It's just
And she's like staring into the camera, like holding it, like, hey, like.
I'd completely forgotten about that. Oh my god!
It
dude.
had like 4 twists at the end, and
Yeah.
it was just like
No, I enjoyed both of those. Yeah, I did. Ken Foree is. I love Ken Foree, especially Dawn of the Dead. You know, when he starts kicking ass at the end there, I'm like, I just start cheering. But yeah, Ken's great. I remembered that from with those movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
So is anybody going to see that Fathom event for Shaky Shivers, a new horror comedy? It's one night only at AMC. That I'm seeing that, and It Lives Inside tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. So I have high hopes for It Lives Inside. Oh, there
Yes,
you
the
go.
only thing I'm seeing is I think it's next week. My local draft house is going to have a double feature of Frankenstein and Invisible Man.
Ah, that's cool.
Okay.
love
We-
the Invisible Man.
We've got somebody else in
Yeah.
the green room. We've got a full house here tonight.
Oh man,
Dream Emulators here. What's up, man?
Hello. How's it
Hi.
going?
Good. How
How
are you?
guys doing? Good.
Good.
Good to see y'all again.
Yeah, it's good to see you too, man. What's up?
Not much, just chilling.
I saw you doing your little camera test.
Oh
Video.
yeah. I got a free
So-
camera, so I was, playing with my new toy.
You can't beat free, man.
That's right.
There we
If
go.
it's free, it's for me.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see you, man. Have you seen anything good, bad, or indifferent lately?
Oh man, I watched the Devonsville Terror last night.
Oh,
With
Yeah.
Donald Pleasance, like 80s.
okay.
It was good. It was. I didn't have any expectations, and so it kind of took me by surprise, I guess. But it was good. I liked it. I think Donald did his lines in like a day because he his all of his performances in one room. But he did a good job. Some of the other stuff was kind of shaky, but I enjoyed it.
Mm.
And then I saw Slaughterhouse.
Ooh, how was
Ah.
that?
I
I
like
saw
that
that in
one.
theaters. I had fun with it. It was very campy and I couldn't tell sometimes if it was just bad or if it was trying to be campy. But I had a lot of fun with it. So
Okay.
I couldn't. It was worth the price of admission.
You saw it, Dan. What did you think?
I thought it was a blast. I saw that when I was out in LA with Todd and Pugs, and yeah, it's a killer sloth movie.
Yeah. What else
Movie.
can you say? And the puppet
You'll have a
was
good
great.
time. It's obviously
Yeah.
not. Yeah. Yeah, it
like
wasn't a
that they used the
CGI creature. I appreciate it.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, give me a puppet. It doesn't have to look like a real sloth. I'm good. When the sloth takes a selfie with the girl in the hospital bed, that was like I was laughing pretty hard. So you want
Yeah.
a lighter Halloween watch? I recommend that one too.
So
Yeah,
what's the plot? Because isn't a sloth meant to be like one of the world's laziest animals? So how does the sloth become like?
So your first problem, Mike, is asking a logical question.
Yeah.
But the sloth is taken out of the jungle by a rare pets collector, and he ends up in a sorority house where he kills. Spoiler alert: he kills a lot of sorority girls, and they don't really seem to catch on. They're just disappearing.
No. Yeah. They're just.
Does he
Yeah,
use a
so-
weapon?
He uses
They're
a
big
lot of
claws.
different.
Yes.
means.
Yeah.
Yeah, uses the claws for sure.
Hmm.
It could have been R-rated, and you might have had a little more gore, but
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
a lot of fun with it. And
If
know,
I mean, like, if you drive a sloth to murder, you deserve to be murdered, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean?
To be fair, it sounds more believable than the Meg 2, which is just an abomination of a film. Just
it is better than the Meg 2.
I've not seen the Meg 2 yet.
it's
I have
terrible.
actually
It's
seen that.
absolutely terrible.
It was fun, but it was not very good, but it was fun. I mean,
Has anybody seen anything else new that they want to mention, or old, or just anything?
What else have I watched?
I did watch the Creep Show 3.
Oh, I'm
Ooh.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Well, did you get the Blu-ray, or where did you tell me you didn't buy the Blu-ray?
No, I think I ran across it on
I need therapy.
Tubi
Okay.
or something.
Okay.
And I was
I
like,
saw it on Tubi the other day.
yeah, and I was like, they made a Creep Show 3? And I know now why it's just
Oh,
for
yeah,
the
I had the
name.
same question and I skipped it. I was like, no, I didn't hear about this. It's not good.
Can you imagine the people that bought that on Blu-ray and then they put out the 4K a year from now? Like that would be the ultimate insult.
I listen. If anybody can make it all the way through that, I commend them. I made it through about 15 minutes, and I was like, I got it. I'm done. I'm out of here.
Day of the Dead 2 Contagium 4K media book coming soon.
I think I made it through about 15 minutes of Day of the Dead 2 also, and then I was like, yeah, I see you later. So
Yeah.
I watched and reviewed Cobweb. Has anybody else seen Cobweb?
I liked it a lot. Anybody talking about Insidious, the last Insidious, or the Nun 2, go watch Cobweb. It's not perfect, but wow, what a nice, fun,
I'm sure it's way better.
atmospheric. It is. It's a great atmospheric Halloween watch. It's got some similarities to a recent film that maybe holds it back for some, but it's an entertaining watch. You should not sleep on Cobweb.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I definitely recommend it, especially going into the Halloween season.
Lizzie Kaplan and that Homelander guy. I'm not a superhero guy. Hopefully, I'm getting the right
Is
one.
Homelander?
Yeah, not John Cena, but that other.
No. I mean, the other one. Yeah.
Anthony
Yeah.
Starr. Anthony Starr.
Yeah. They're the creepy couple in that one.
And the little boy he was also in Last Voyage of Demeter was really good in that. He's really good in Cobweb too. So yeah, really good, really atmospheric. It hits that Halloween vibe nicely, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. So yeah. We've got a super chat here from my buddy Bronson. What is your favorite Brendan Fraser movie? Blast from the Past is my favorite. What is your favorite Will Smith movie? Hancock is his favorite. Thank you, Bronson. Favorite Brendan Fraser movie is gonna have to be
Monkey Bone.
Damn. I've actually not seen that one. I guess and I've not seen the whale he was in, which I've heard only good things about that.
He showed up for that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Dudley Do Right.
I'm just gonna go with Encino Man. I love me some Encino Man. So Will Smith. I'm not the hugest Will Smith fan, to be honest. But I'm gonna go against the grain here and say iRobot.
Yeah. Brendan Fraser, The Whale, is fantastic. I would also throw out Gods and Monsters, which is about James Whale, the director of Bride of Frankenstein. Check that out. He can act. He's made a lot of bad movies, but he can act.
Yeah, he made a lot of bad movies, but I'm interested to see what he's gonna do. Because he had the big comeback and he won all the awards. Like, what's he gonna do now? Is he gonna Encino Man 2?
Just gonna go the way of Mel Gibson now and just start hammering out those direct-to-video movies.
There you go. Be him and Steven Seagal, Brendan Fraser. Anybody else want to throw out their favorite Brendan Fraser movies or favorite Will Smith movies?
I think for Brendan Fraser, pretty basic with The Mummy. It's just a really fun action kind of spooky movie.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else I enjoyed from him. I've seen a lot of stuff he's in. Encino Man is great, but nothing really stands out to me too much. Oh, it's like that's a fun. I want to watch that again.
Right.
And then Will Smith. I don't know. I can't really think of anything too much with him because I haven't really watched any of his serious movies. Only his kind of like this vapid action movies.
What was that movie he was in, directed by Tony Scott? What was that? Had Gene Hackman in it.
Enemy of the State.
Enemy of the State. Yeah, I remember that one. being
Yeah,
good.
that's a good movie.
Yeah.
I remember that one being good. Yeah. Anybody else?
I'll go with The Mummy. I just think if anybody, and that was at late '90s, early 2000s, was gonna, take the torch for like an Indiana Jones type film, Brendan Fraser was just fantastic. I mean, CGI I know could be, it is what it is, but man, I really love that guy in that. I think he did a fantastic job. I just kind of a shame everything else that happened, over the years with him. But at least in those early days when he was doing that, it was like you can go, cool. Like I may not get another Indiana Jones movie, but I could take this and run with it. So I'd have to say the Mummy, stuff like that would be that. And yeah, same thing for Will Smith. I mean I know he's gone on to do some great stuff, but I haven't watched it. I just I've been kind of lackadaisical. But I would say when he did the last one that I really remember liking was the what was the Omega Man?
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend.
Yeah, I Am
forgot-
Legend. Yeah,
Totally forgot.
I did.
about
I
that
did
one.
enjoy that one. I liked it. Yeah, I mean, because I think I was in the phase of watching the Charlton Heston Omega Man, and then watching that, and I thought he did a good job with that. But outside of that, he, I think he's earned his acting chops and stuff like that. But that's the one I really remember seeing last and saying, hey,
The CGI
enjoyed
killed
this.
that film, though. The CGI in that film was terrible.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll tell you one
I think
thing
that was
about-
still in that weird gray area, but yeah, I get you. Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing about Will Smith, and y'all better take this to heart, and that's that you better keep his wife's name out your mouth. All right, you'll be catching these hands.
If you go back, we did an Oscar show on Flesh Wound Features where we react to that live, and we're like, "Is this a skit?" And then he's dropping the F bomb,
Right.
and we're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
wow, he really slapped
Yeah.
slapped the hell out of him. That wasn't a skit."
Can you imagine if it had been Ricky Gervais who'd been hosting that award show and made that joke?
Ooh.
Do you think he would have just stood there and took it, or do you think he would have just come right back with just a really smart quip, which would have just really drove him? It's
I think
Yeah.
I think Gervais
Yeah.
would have probably laughed and then just really roasted him.
just destroyed him.
Yeah.
It would have gotten personal.
Mhm.
There would have been a pull apart. That would have been glorious.
That would have been fun. Yeah.
I will
Full
say, I
on
do think
brawl.
going back with Will Smith, Bad Boys, the very first one,
Yeah.
I thought was excellent. Obviously it was him
Yeah.
and Martin
Yeah.
Lawrence, but
That's the brilliance of Michael Bay.
Those Bad Boy movies, I did enjoy those. Yes, wholeheartedly agree. Yeah.
the last one not so much, but even the second one was really good.
We need Michael Bay back now more than ever. We really do. Where is Michael Bay? Damn it.
Is he still making all the Transformers movies?
Are they still? Well, they did make a Transformers movie not long ago, didn't they?
Spin-offs now,
Yeah,
right?
Rise of the Beast, yeah.
He's not.
I
he's
think they're
not
doing
directing
Beast
that,
Wars or
is he?
something. No, I don't
directing
think.
those?
I don't
Okay.
think so.
I think he's
Yeah.
like a producer on them.
He directed
Right.
something not long ago with Jake Gyllenhaal in it. It was called Ambulance, wasn't it, or something? Ambulance or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
During-
that one. They had like
yeah.
like LA kind of in the ambulance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid
That took
little
forever to
movie.
come out.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a pandemic thing, but it
Mhm.
finally did. Solid movie. It's another weird one that they was like, it's a low budget movie, and it's just like this new Creator, which looks fun, and they're just like, it's so low budget, $80 million. That's kind of where you gotta get those $300 million budgets down to.
That's
God.
that's low budget these days.
That is.
Mhm.
That's low budget. Let's see. We've actually got some people. Okay, let's see. We got some. What's up, Nick? How you doing, man? Dustin, why on earth would you do that? Haven't you heard us? No. Why? Oh, that was a bad move. Bad move. Let's see. George of the Jungle. Did they make a George of the Jungle 2?
They made it 2?
They did, yeah. I remember.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Ooh, Airheads. Let's not forget Airheads.
There it is,
Great.
yes.
The Lone Stallions, Lone Rangers.
The Lone Rangers. That's it. Yeah. Let's see. What else have we got here? Oh, School Ties. I forgot about him being in School Ties.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't he near Phantom?
Where he was a Jewish kid in that, right? And then it was the people that were. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. That was a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. So,
Airheads.
go ahead.
Yeah. Well, Airheads was the one that they took over that radio station, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
And Steve Buscemi.
Yep.
Yeah.
rock
Steve
band.
Buscemi, he's great.
Steve Buscemi.
Tales from the Dark Side. First, one of those episodes.
So weird.
There. Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Boardwalk Empire for Steve Buscemi.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was big for him.
From Tales from the Dark Side to Boardwalk Empire. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Has everybody heard of the new Peacock series that's coming out next month from producer John Carpenter called Suburban Screams?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I've heard of it, but there's actually a trailer for it online, and I figured, why don't we watch the trailer together and then we can discuss.
Sweet.
Everybody in the chat, are we excited for John Carpenter's Suburban Screams? Let me see if I missed anything in the chat. Future Dead Camper wants no mention of Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
Well, I'm sorry, because next month's show is going to be all Steven Seagal. It'll be a Steven Seagal retrospective.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're on deadly ground if they mention Steven Seagal.
Actually, I think for my next Sunday night stream, I'm going to do Collider's 10 best Steven Seagal films.
Gotta go Under Siege. It's gotta be number one.
Ooh. Above the Law. He got off to a good start.
Yeah.
Out for Justice. His early stuff is pretty fun, if nothing else.
Yeah.
If you really want to laugh your ass off and be disturbed, Behind the Bastards does a two-part podcast on Steven Seagal that is hilarious. The shit that he's made up throughout the years and done on sets, it's
Is he now? Is he like a Russian citizen?
He lives there.
He was before. I don't know.
I thought he renounced his U.S. citizenship.
I love the clips of him. Like he'll be talking Steven Seagal. Well, then I became friends with Vladimir Putin. Like he says it. He says it's so Russian like, It's typical Seagal, and he goes Vladimir Putin. Like, why do that, dude? Like, come on, it's just so.
Or the
funny.
video where he's like touring Russia, he's like eating that little carrot.
I forgot about that.
I'm pretty sure the budget that Putin is spending on the Ukraine war is nothing compared to his like fried chicken budget. Just feeding Seagal is 10 times worse.
Yes. Russia was the only country that would feed him. That was it. But he
just
still
gives you Dolph Lundgren. If they die, they die. There's a famine.
Should die.
I still love the videos of him doing his little thing. Like people will run at him and he just goes, and they go fly.
Oh yeah.
But like you break the hand and you walk away.
Oh my God, he
was briefly law enforcement in the Baton Rouge or
yes, yeah.
True Justice, yes, the series.
They deputized him for that live show, whatever that was.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What a
just
Former CIA agent too. Former CIA agent.
Yep.
The Renaissance man.
He truly is. He's a brilliant actor. We all know that. He's also an extremely gifted musician.
Oh yeah.
And
What does he play?
What do you
What
got?
doesn't he play?
Guitar, mandolin, violin, harpsichord. You know what I mean?
All BS instruments, just like his Aikido martial arts. It's all BS. He ran the Yakuza out of his dojo single-handedly.
The entire Yakuza, he ran them out. Okay.
All of it.
I think that was probably a pitch for a movie that he wanted to make that didn't happen. So now he's like, yeah, that really happened.
The Yakuza.
I don't know how Tarantino didn't get him in one of the Kill Bill movies. It's just, I don't know. He could have like renounced his criminal days. He's working at like a fast food restaurant, and we just get a brawl between him and Uma Thurman at a Chick-fil-A. God's chicken. She stabs him. She stabs him through his third chin with a chicken bone. Just kills him dead.
The 5-piece big nugget exploding part technique.
Easily. Can't stop me.
So I've pulled up some of Steven Seagal's music here. He's got a song called I'm sorry, art. His art. Hold on.
His art.
He's got a song called Alligator Ass. He's got a song called Talk to My Ass.
Does he write his own music?
Of course he does.
Yeah, of course. He's got a song called Dust My Broom.
Baby making music.
He's trolling. He's just trolling at this point. He's trolling at this point. Damn.
I want to listen. I want to see let's get into some. We got to have some lyrics here. Let me read to you the lyrics for Alligator Ass. Here we go. I went down to Mississippi and I tried to beg a ride. I saw Jesus and the devil. They was walking side by side. I said, whoa, Mr. Devil, is that really what I see? He said, I was thinking folks might try to judge
me.
No, they've got something on the screen here. I can't read it. Let's get to the good stuff here. Okay, here we go. Someone took me to a restaurant and I had to eat something fast. I ordered me some chicken. They gave me alligator ass.
What?
That is priceless.
Oh my lord. Oof. Oof.
That is
you write
poetry.
what you know.
You write what you know.
Right,
and
what
that
you know. Yeah,
that
right.
man knows alligator ass. So,
And
okay,
fried chicken.
Okay, let's find some lyrics to talk to my ass. Here we go. I woke up this morning and I asked my baby to fix me some scrambled eggs. I woke up this. He repeats that because those are. You really need to repeat those lyrics. I woke up this morning and I asked my baby to fix me some scrambled eggs. Well, she looked at me kind of surprised and she said, "Baby, you got your own 2 pair of legs."
No, 2 pairs of legs.
2 pairs of legs.
Yeah,
2
1
pair of legs. 2 pair of legs.
He's got 4 legs.
He's got 4 legs. He's got 4.
Can you imagine the love letters he might have written in his day? Like, just.
Well, but now, so here, I went to bed last night. I tried to give my baby some love, which he repeats. Well, she looked at me kind of surprised and she said, "Baby, you got your own 2 pair of hands, but you ain't got no glove."
Whoa. I don't like that.
That one's hitting home.
That was
Yeah, I've heard that one too.
those lyrics hit hard, man.
It's like Steven Seagal's The Red Shoe Diaries.
Yes.
I went back home last night and I told my baby to get on up the road. Well, she looked at me kind of surprised. Suddenly she not so cold. I told her I can't have no more sass. And from now on, she can talk to my ass. Those, I mean, I have never
Dude.
read more
Dude.
hard-hitting lyrics there. I mean, my God, that man's a poet. He truly is.
Get him his Grammy.
Yeah, exactly.
You need like Morgan Freeman reading those lyrics.
Oh,
Yeah.
I said, talk to my ass. I don't do a good Morgan Freeman, unfortunately.
Have you ever listened to Gilbert Godfrey read the
And I
lyrics to
Oh.
WAP? To WAP. That's hilarious.
I
Have
heard
you
him
heard
read.
Gilbert Gottfried sing the Mortal Kombat
I love
song?
Gilbert Gottfried. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Rest
That'd
in
be great.
peace.
There was a video of him
know.
reading 50 Shades. That was
Oh, that was good
amazing.
too.
Yeah.
Maybe she wanted to be whipped and maybe she didn't. I don't know.
I wonder if
You
we'll,
want to stay up all night. Gilbert God.
I wonder if we'll get it. Let me.
Sorry.
That's it's okay.
And he was so good on those roasts. Gosh.
Ah,
Oh,
Okay,
yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't think I can play that without getting into copyright trouble. But yeah, he's basically yelling the lyrics to WAP or WAP or whatever it's called.
yeah.
Oh my God. He's like squinting while he's doing. Give me that wet ass. Yeah. Oh Lord, have mercy. We need a. Who wrote WAP? What was her name?
Cardi B.
We need a Cardi.
Yeah.
B
We need a
and,
Cardi B.
Megan Thee Stallion.
We need a Cardi B, Steven Seagal collaboration.
Well, he did do Exit Wounds. So
Oh,
That's
oh
true.
yeah.
That's true. That's true. What were we gonna? We totally got off. We got missed. Okay.
Oh, the
John
trailer for John Carpenter.
How did we segue from John Carpenter to Steven Seagal? And
Future
reading
Dead
Steven
Camper.
Seagal?
Future Camper.
Oh,
And
yeah.
There
don't
you go.
mention Steven Seagal, and then what we do? Just talk about Steven Seagal.
Talked about Steven Seagal for the last 30 minutes. I hope you're happy, camper.
You did this.
Exactly. All right, so we're gonna watch the trailer. Has anybody seen this trailer yet?
No,
I have not.
No, I haven't.
Okay, so we're all gonna watch it for the very first time together. There it is, and here we go.
In every neighborhood, there's always that one house that you ride your bike past just a little bit faster than the others.
Who would do something like this?
We now accepted. I was scared to death.
In one night, police fielded 50 calls about a man in a rabbit suit with a hatchet.
This was real.
Now you're locking windows. You're locking doors.
I know that house, and I know what it's capable of.
There's something wrong with this place.
Okay, so that was interesting. That looked
Yeah,
like kind of
yeah.
true crime, with some dramatization, and
Yeah.
that actually looked pretty interesting.
I just want from the mind behind Vampires Los Muertos advertising.
First he brought you Vampires Los Muertos. Now.
Yeah.
I forgot about Vampires Los Muertos. That's John Bon Jovi's best performance, hands down.
John
Yeah.
Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Living on a prayer.
Oh, and it's got the villain is the vampire from Blade, so she got typecast real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was Deacon Frost's lady in Blade, and then she turned into
Cheryl Lee. Yeah.
so she
Yeah.
Suburban Screams looks interesting. I'm excited. What did everybody think?
It's got like a sort of like a bit of a mishmash of. Hopefully, it's going to go for some of that old school 80s slasher, but it's kind of the opening 30 seconds got a very much like a Unsolved Mysteries Sightings feel with the talking heads.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, with a bit of a
Yeah.
modern spin. So, I mean, I love Sightings. I love Unsolved Mysteries. So, yeah, I'm definitely down for that.
Yeah, those are my youth. I love those, watching those as a kid.
Oh,
But yeah, I got the same kind of feelings, Mike, where it feels kind of like you'd have the victims, witnesses kind of tell their story, the dramatization for the audience to see. Kind of like those old shows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
I'm all for that.
Yeah. Are we ever going to get? Speaking of Unsolved Mysteries, are we ever going to get a new season of the new Unsolved Mysteries?
I don't know why they stopped.
Yeah, I don't know why they stopped either.
Cheap content.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Exactly. We've got a super chat here from Woke Creepy Kentuckian who says we need first ever female Freddy Krueger. Clapping. So there you go. All right. Duly noted. Duly noted.
A couple
As
of
long
years.
as it's scary.
I think I've actually missed a super chat too. I apologize. Bronson, I apologize, man. What is your favorite Dennis Quaid movie? My favorites of his are The Day After Tomorrow and the 2005 remake of Yours, Mine, and Ours. Well, thank you, Bronson. I appreciate the $5. Dennis Quaid, goodness gracious. I guess I'd
say Breaking Away from like 80, I think, with the guy who played Freddy Krueger as well in the remake.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I would throw out Pandorum's. Really, I liked Pandorum quite a bit. There's that Southern Gothic he did, and I'm trying to think of the name.
Does it have Stephen Dorff in it?
It might actually. I'll figure it out here.
Because there was a movie he was in that had it took place in the South. It was a horror movie. I forget what it was called though. But I don't know. For me, I mean, Jaws 3. Jaws 3.
Yes.
Period. Period. All right.
That's a good one.
You're thinking of Cold Creek Manor. That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Though.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll tell. Oh, Frequency. Frequency's a great movie.
Oh yeah, that is a great
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, him and Jim Caviezel.
Yeah, Frequency's amazing, and that doesn't get enough
I
love.
agree.
Flesh and Bone, I think, is what I was trying to come up with. Yeah, which he did with Meg Ryan. So there's some.
Alex is wanting a Steven Seagal watch party, but I mean, what Steven Seagal movie should we watch? Is the question.
All
There's
of
so just a marathon. Oh Lord, have mercy.
Yeah, one a day through Christmas.
Ooh. That would talk about a Black Christmas. My God. Oh, Lord have mercy.
There was one that I remember. You remember the one he did with Kurt Russell, Executive Decision? He died in that movie. I remember being like, "What?" Like, it was like halfway into the movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a deal for. Was it Under Siege 2 at that time? Yeah, or letting him direct, because he directed on Deadly Ground, which you can imagine Seagal directing the talent in that movie. Yeah.
With Michael, okay, Steven Seagal directed Michael Caine
and R. Lee Ermey.
Can you imagine Michael Caine every
Mm-hmm.
day before filming? He probably just had a fifth and just he's like, I'm going to the set to be directed by Steven Seagal. You know. Oh my
Why don't
God.
we get Steven Seagal as Loomis? Way better than Donald Pleasance or Christopher
Oh
Lee.
my God. Yes.
Can you imagine the iconic Loomis lines read by Steven Seagal?
Oh Jesus. Yes.
He just negotiates it at the end. It's like, I just kill him. I break his wrists and I throw him through a window and he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Or like he has the gun, he throws inside no, and he's like pulls his hands out.
These are the only weapons I need.
He just gouges out his eyes.
Oh my God. I was
Michael stabs him in the chest. The knife explodes. It's just like boom, it just blows up.
He just shoves a grenade.
He must become a killer.
Shoves grenades in his eye holes after he gouges them out. Boom.
You don't know what death is.
I'm dead.
I know what death is. I gave it to him.
You got
6 times. I gave it to him 6 times.
you have Michael Myers played by Mattias Hughes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Way better than anything you're getting this holiday season.
Oh,
guys.
yeah. See,
This holiday season.
That ending scene where Loomis shoots him 6 times and he goes out the window, it'd just be Seagal standing there with a rocket launcher. He'd fly out the window. Then Lloyd go, "What's the boogeyman?" Seagal go, "I'm the boogeyman, bitch."
It's blowing up the Myers house.
Walking away from it in slow motion.
Trench coat, leather,
with his KFC bucket.
Casey Ryback.
He was actually driving the car that ran into Ben Tramer. He gets out of the car, it's on fire. He's just fine.
This is incredible.
Holy God.
Yeah. Chat, no more evil dies tonight. Bullshit. This is way better than that. I just want Steven Seagal Halloween. Nothing but that now.
I've been on YouTube for 15 years, over 15 years. I've never done like a spit take, and like that was the first one. Oh my God. Seagal be, I know where he's going. His home. Hand me the detonators. He just, like, you see him and they're planning the explosives.
This is how we fix the dark. What did they call it? The dark universe. We get the Universal monsters. Seagal just kills one in each movie. Steven Seagal meets Frankenstein. Steven Seagal meets the Invisible Man.
Instead of having Costello, it's Steven Seagal.
He just breaks the Invisible Man's wrists, and you see blood spray coming out. It's so cool.
Amazing.
So cool.
My God.
Jason takes Under Siege in the chat. Seagal takes Manhattan would be pretty good.
Seagal takes Manhattan. I love that.
Casey Ryback returns.
It'd be more like Seagal takes KFC,
He's just Seagal goes to hell and he's just shaving a guy's chest while he interrogates him.
His drumsticks are looking a little small.
Where's the Colonel? You killed him.
Chicken wing.
You killed him yesterday. God damn it.
He dead, man. I told you he dead, man. The Colonel. I want to speak to the Colonel.
There's a subplot where the terrorists are trying to take out KFC, like the franchise or something like that.
Oh, no,
They
trying to get the secret
kidnap
11
the
herbs and
Colonel.
spices, and Steven Seagal's there to protect it.
It's the Norm Macdonald version of the Colonel that they kidnapped.
Oh my God.
Only one man can save him, and that man is Steven Seagal.
He
That's how you get him out of retirement. Like,
Yeah.
Steven, we need you for a new covert op. I'm retired. They've kidnapped the Colonel. Get my gun.
Just opens up that wall and there's just guns everywhere. Katanas and terrorists kidnap Wendy and the Colonel hires him to get her back. It's got to go down to like Sumatra or something to rescue her from the terrorist base. Played by Billy Drago, who we can resurrect.
Of course. Of course.
I love that dude.
Oh.
Jeez. I didn't know it was going to be this person all this time.
They crossed the line.
Crossed the line, yeah.
If we're going down this route, he has to get revenge on whoever took the Mexican pizza off the menu at Taco.
This time I would kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah.
He shows up at Taco Bell headquarters. Who took the taco pizza off the menu? I did, sir.
No.
I promise you. I
We're
promise
going
you
to
it's
call
in the
it
back.
Border Town because it's that combination KFC, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell restaurant.
Oh my God.
It's in the back, I swear. It's in the back.
Was he in Machete?
Yeah.
Was he like briefly in there? Yeah, Don Johnson, I think, was in there. Yeah. That might have been the last time I saw him in a movie.
Oh my God. I've not laughed that hard in a while. Good
got
Lord.
a lot of options out there.
Listen, when it comes to Seagal, the options are just limitless.
Yep.
God
and his
almighty.
stunt double. Who is an
You know, if he could have
hero.
stayed humble, if he could have stayed a little bit humble, he would be kicking a lot more butt today than he ever did. But I think he just kind of took the ball and just whatever ball he picked up and ran with it, and just like ran to crazy town. And
it was a butterball ham.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, man, you have so many people who would have been like, if you could have just stayed a little humble and a little bit, cognizant of like the world around you, you'd have been doing great. And he said no.
We could have him take.
I'm good. I'm good.
We could have him take over for Wilford Brimley in the diabetes commercials. Only diabetes is a ninja, and it's trying to break into his house. There you
He's
go.
like, oh yeah, I'm Steven Seagal, and I'm here for Do you like to eat? Do you like food? I like food. Do you eat? Do you eat it? Do you like KFC?
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Please be Steven Seagal.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Hold on.
Table glasses.
All right.
For anyone to think that Vladimir Putin.
Vladimir Putin.
Vladimir Putin.
Vladimir Putin.
Good God.
We shouldn't listen. We're signing our own death warrants laughing. This is the deadliest man alive. And we're scoffing at him. We're making a mockery of him.
If he starts heading our way, it's going to be a good 60 years. Before he gets
Hey, it's okay. I got you guys back. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hey, look, you want to be on?
Have mercy.
On streaming on. Look, all these people can see.
Do you think that the Expandables people ever reached out to him?
I think he probably said, like, I can't die in the movie, and that was just like the end of it.
The problem with that is they don't have the craft services budget for that.
They don't.
Yeah.
It'd be like a Marvel movie after.
Exactly.
We have a new Expendables coming out this weekend, but I'm like, they kind of like 50 Cent and Andy Garcia are like the new additions. And like, nothing against him. Andy Garcia is a great actor, but
yeah,
it's like,
yeah, I agree.
Give me Michael Dudikoff. You could pay him $20 and he'd probably do a cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dudikoff
Megan
would have been
Fox
great.
in it too?
Megan
He got
Fox.
the short end of the stick. He got the short end of the stick. I got to tell you, Dudikoff, as a 43-year-old dude, he got the short end of the stick. He could have been utilized a little bit better in some of those movies, but he wasn't
Spider-Man.
with those. Yeah, he wasn't with those other guys that Stallone was with. And I love Stallone. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Rocky's been my buddy for a long time, but yeah, I just think that that was a missed opportunity right there. If he would have just kind of paid attention to that.
Oh. And Cynthia Rothrock, yes, Cliff Booth. I love her, and she still looks the same.
Right,
So,
right, yeah.
She still got it.
I agree.
Well,
There's a lot of those like ladies that were coming out, and they were just totally kicking ass, and it was great. It was great, and some of the kickboxer movies or something similar akin to that, they were just like coming out with like specialty, type fighting styles. Oh, it was great. It was great, and growing up in that era, you're just like, man, this is awesome, and I think that was kind of missed by some of those expendable movies, and dude, still do them. If you can do them, do them. I don't care. Make them. I'll watch
Robert. Yeah, Robert mentions Don the Dragon Wilson, and I know at one point he tried to essentially get a B movies B-movie Expendables going with like Dudikoff, Rock, Frank Zagarino, some of those names that we all enjoyed their movies, but never made it big. Yeah, never happened though.
So Liquid Snake just showed up. Can you imagine him showing up in the middle of all that Seagal craziness? And just be like, what? They're all on drugs tonight. They're all on drugs. I just wish, like, I wish Bronson was still with us so he could be in an Expendables. Could you imagine? Like Bronson would be like I don't know, Stallone's dad or something. Be like,
oh yeah. Oh,
Dad, I need help, Dad. He just pulled out. He just pulls out the wieldy from Death Wish 3. Take this, son. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? I don't even know. Lord have mercy.
Oh. I could talk about Charles Bronson for about 5 to 10 hours,
Who could?
Dangerous.
I do think Saw X comes out at the end of the month too.
Saw X will be out soon.
Yeah.
Is everybody excited for Saw X?
I'm
down.
Yeah, it's a prequel. You know where it goes.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to see it.
Like before the first one, or before like 2 or 3?
It's between 2 and 3, right?
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Oh, where he has cancer, or he's getting treatment for cancer.
Yeah,
they screw him over, like some experimental treatment that they didn't really treat him from the trailer.
Yeah. So Shawnee Smith was in on it from the beginning. Is that what this movie's establishing?
I have to go back and kind of like at least watch a catch-up video because I really enjoy Saw, but it's like, man, that storyline, keeping it together in your head is like, okay, so they killed Jigsaw too early. That's the problem. Yeah. They killed him too early.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, it was between 1 and 2. Isn't Carrie Elwes on his side by now? So shouldn't he have like not get screwed over by the cancer test? Whatever.
I thought that was 3, but I don't really know my Saw lore. But I thought that was 3.
Carrie Elwes comes back in final chapter.
Well, he does, but like he's like joined him after the first one. I thought like he was like working secretly for him.
Oh, right.
It would have happened shortly after the first one. You're right.
Yeah, so this is between 1 and 2. You would think he would be on his side on this one.
You could have Carrie Elwes as a surprise, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay. Will Chris Rock make an appearance?
I hope not.
Okay, so in this lineage, in this are they counting Spiral in this lineage, or just the Saw movies?
I think they probably count them, but I don't think you'll see anything because it's too early to have copycat killers, right? How long was he at it?
Is it? But I mean, is this including Spiral? Is this the 10th movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spiral,
Oh, okay. I was like, choose your own Saw adventure now. Oh boy, here we go.
That'll be next.
Yes,
They reboot it with Steven Seagal as Jigsaw.
My God!
Steven Seagal as Jigsaw.
It's just him in every single room waiting to kill somebody.
The puppet comes out on a hover round rather than the bicycle.
But what they could do, I guess, is like
that's good.
They could branch off into this whole other where, like, Shawnee Smith goes off and she's doing her own little Saw type experiments, and and occasionally Jigsaw will pop in and go, "The way you decapitated her was really good," and like so just to keep it,
That's good stuff right there.
That one was really brutal. Good job.
The traps are just you have to listen to all his albums without.
Yeah, it's like you've got a gun with one bullet, or you've got to listen to Talk to My Ass for an hour straight.
Yeah,
your choice.
Yeah.
A little less creative, but it works.
Movie fan, thank you for the 729 AD. Are you a fan of Goodfellas? Yes, I love Goodfellas.
Great.
It's
film,
one of my favorite Scorsese joints.
Yeah.
He has a new movie coming out with Leonardo.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
good.
Pretty excited for that one.
We need, I mean, as long as Scorsese can make them, he needs to keep making them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
No doubt about that. Thank you, movie fan. Appreciate that. Okay, so, all right, let me throw something out there. Favorite Scorsese film?
Taxi Driver.
See, I'd probably go with Taxi Driver too.
Oh man,
that's where I lean. Then that's a hard one to answer because there's so many great films. But man, Taxi Driver. I don't know if I can put something above it.
Yeah, I think it has to kind of be.
Taxi Driver is so good. I don't know if you like. I got my hands on the script years ago, and like the first page of the script is just a description of Travis Bickle, and like the first line is like Travis Bickle smells of sex. He reeks of sex. That was literally like the first line, and like it's like a whole page of just describing Travis Bickle. You know what I mean? So. Have you ever noticed in that movie too? Like he has the worst diet. He's like at one point he's tearing up pieces of bread, puts it in a bowl, puts milk on it, and then pours sugar on top of it. He's eating bread, milk, and sugar, and there's like a can of Coke next to him. Like, of course he went insane. You know what I mean? Look at his eating habits. But like when he goes to the theater,
he's sugar, some electrolytes.
Yeah, like when he goes to the theater, he's like, "Give me 2 boxes of juju beans and some popcorn and Mr. Picard, Dr. Pepper." It's like, damn, bro.
I think, I mean, it's not his best, but Wolf of Wall Street, considering how much of that was true, is a really interesting movie to watch.
Well, that's a good one. No, that's great. No, that's a great one.
Yeah.
It's
After Midnight's a really
hard
good Scorsese film nobody talks about.
Peer level,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. Has he ever done a bad movie? Like,
well, that's the thing. Like, how do you pick? Like, there's no.
Yeah, The Departed was excellent. Casino, excellent.
Casino, I love Casino.
As far as underrated, Bringing Out the Dead with Nick Cage.
Yeah, I liked it. Mm-hmm.
Really good movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One that I only saw once was The Irishman with De Niro and Pesci.
Very long, but it is great too.
I still have 3 hours or something.
That I need to see.
Yeah, that's long.
I've still not seen it either, but
because I think that one went straight to Netflix.
It did.
It was a Netflix, release.
It did.
You got to set aside a couple nights really to watch that one, but yeah. Yeah.
And if you guys out there haven't seen After Midnight, you should, or After Hours, not After Midnight, After Hours. It's really good. Really good. I know people like the King of Comedy. That was one that kind of tanked for him, didn't it? That one was kind of.
Oh, that's great. That's great though.
Oh,
that was. I think that might have been like his first quote unquote commercial failure, but yeah.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
But it's because it's great. But I remember seeing that like 25 years ago, and I was in high school, and I just remember thinking, this is a really good movie. This is really good. But it was different. It was very different than what I was expecting of a Scorsese movie. But man, was it like, because especially with Jerry, just the way he is and the way he is in that movie. And so there's like a lot of just different type of I don't know, just outcomes of what you would think for each character. Man, anyway.
Well, talking about, we've been talking a lot about Seagal and Scorsese, which makes sense because I mean they're both brilliant artists. But there's somebody in the green room right now who is the biggest Steven Seagal fan. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring him in. I know we started talking about Seagal. I knew he'd show up. He's giddy in the green room. I can see he's giddy. All right, Chris. The floor is yours.
There we go.
This is the worst joke to get me on because I'm not actually a huge Seagal expert.
Wait, get the hell out of here then. Get out of here.
You're gonna get run out of Kentucky with talks like that.
Yeah,
talk
you're
like
gonna.
No, I don't dislike them, but like I couldn't name a single movie. I watched them when I was real young, so yeah, I have no jokes to like play off of that, and I apologize.
That's okay. Okay. All right. Here's a serious question, Chris. Favorite Scorsese film?
I don't know, man.
Ooh, damn, we got him stumped.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of those either. You're like exposing me tonight.
Damn,
I feel exposed.
We brought you on just to, I mean,
Just to break it down.
you might as well just leave. We'll just pretend like that didn't happen.
You're making Chris's look bad.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Ask me my favorite Clint Howard movie.
Okay, favorite Clint Howard movie.
Is it Ice Cream Man?
Evil Speak.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
Are you going to Scarefest? You going to go meet him?
Man, I really want to, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. But yeah, him and Mindy Clark, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I almost got to try to get up there one night, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
Come on, man. Come on, you got to do it. You got to do it. I'm excited. They've got like a lot of the Friday the 13th final girls. I've met them all, but they've got the I forget her name from Part 8. I've never met her. I don't think she does many conventions. And I mean, I love Part 8. So I mean, what was her name? But I'm excited about meeting her. So, Jensen Daggett. Yeah, I'm excited about meeting her. But they've got all the final girls up to like they got 1 through 5, all the final girls at Scarefest. You can get a photo op with all 5 of them. 6 of them. I'm sorry, Jesus. Yeah, all 6. It's crazy. I love it.
Yeah, Chris, you got to get like the Clint Howard chest piece tattoo and just have him sign it. That's once in a lifetime.
I mean, if there was anybody I would do it for, he would be one of them.
And get the autographs tattooed after. That's what you do.
Yeah. There you go. Ice Cream Man on the front, and then Evil Speak on the back. Get the back piece.
That's what I'm planning. That's what I'm planning on doing for Richard Dreyfuss. I want Richard Dreyfuss to sign my chest, my heart, and then I'm going to get it tattooed.
I think he's down. Did you see that Bill Maher podcast where he was like sliding out of the chair?
Yes, I did. I saw that.
Weird.
Yeah.
Like his head is like on the bottom of the chair. He's sitting there looking up like this, talking to Bill Maher. I don't know if he gave him like some kind of like brownie that messed him up. Something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I did.
I was in Jaws.
I was in Jaws.
Hold on. Let me.
I saw that video from I think it was Tim Heidecker's show or something. He was talking about it, and I saw it, and I was like, "That's crazy."
All right, so I've muted it. Okay. He's already halfway out of here.
Talking about Wolf of Wall Street. It's like guys up on Quaaludes.
That's when the lewds kick in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
He keeps sinking. He keeps sinking.
He's back up. He's back up. No, okay, he's going back down again. Looks like they're sipping some good looking stuff there. Whatever it is. Okay, now he's going back down again.
I'm sure.
Why is there a Shannon Tweed poster in the background?
I know, Strip to Kill.
Jeez, yeah, I want that poster.
Why not? Why isn't there?
I can't tell which one that is. Not Strip to Kill.
Mr. Holland's gone 3 sheets to the wind.
Mr. Holland's opus.
I mean, whatever they were drinking or smoking, it must have been good because Dreyfuss was, Dreyfuss. Those happy pills kick in, man.
Can you imagine Richard Dreyfuss just ODing on your podcast? Mar's like going on for like 10 minutes, and he's like, "Oh, he's dead."
he starts foaming at the mouth. Richard, show's over, folks.
Dreyfuss gotta jam a needle into him.
No, Mar would keep going.
Narcan up his nose.
He just pops up. Krippendorf's tribe. Jenna.
Should have swim up and bite you in the ass. What? Where am I?
They just know. We'll edit it out. So was Bill Murray a dick on What About Bob? Let us know.
I hated his. He was worse to me than what's his name from Jaws? I can't think of his name.
Oh yeah,
Robert Shaw.
Robert Shaw.
Robert Shaw.
He made Robert Shaw look like a little bunny. We've got Big Crack Rock here. He says Clint Howard's a good kisser.
What up?
So
there you go.
Hey, there you go.
Kissing booth at Scarefest. There you go.
We got Chronologic in the chat. Hello, Chronologic. Showing some love for Ice Cream Man.
Yes. I always throw it out, and he's in it for maybe the opening 5 minutes, but Street Corner Justice with Mark Singer and Bryan Cranston. And you get to see the Beastmaster chase Clint Howard from rooftop to rooftop. And you get to see Clint Howard drink blood out of a poor woman's breast in a dumpster.
Wow.
That is, yeah. I don't know if he's supposed to be a vampire or just Clint Howard in general.
That sounds like a Saturday night for Clint Howard.
Street Corner Justice. At least watch the first 5 or 10 minutes. Yes.
I bet it's on Tubi.
I guarantee it's on Tubi.
I'm going to find it and watch it.
Michael Sullivan with just a random observation. Asia Argento is sexy, though.
Hell yeah.
True. She is. I agree.
Is that how you pronounce her first name?
I think it's Ozia.
Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's Ozia.
I've always wondered though.
That's the churched up version.
We're all too old for her now, though, unfortunately.
Man.
But to say the Clint Howard kissing booth, is that going to be? Is he be dressed as his like?
Nora, come here.
One of the characters from the Grinch Stole Christmas movie he did for his brother directed.
There you go.
Okay.
One of the Whoville people.
Whoville kissing booth.
Yeah.
That would be interesting to see, like, all the hardcore, like, tattoos everywhere and just, like, Fulci Live shirts, and then they just, like, go into that booth to make out with Clint Howard. Beautiful.
Oh, Lord. We got Dream Emulator back. He got so worked up about that Clint Howard kissing booth. He's like,
take some time away.
Yeah,
I needed to cool off.
Poured some ice water down his pants.
That's right.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Is there anything else on your guys' Chris? Have you seen any good movies lately?
I saw that Elevator Game movie. That's like the most recent movie I've watched lately. I don't know, man. It wasn't horrible, but they should really focus on kills with those movies, because that's why you're there. Those kind of like Saw Final Destination-y type movies. And
it's based on like a creepypasta or something, isn't it? Something.
It's about an elevator that goes up and down, essentially. It's not
it is
what elevators do.
Based on a
it is like a short.
Yeah.
There's a short there.
Right. Yeah, I think making it into hour and a half movie. It's like
kind of like Lights Out. That movie was fucking terrible.
I think if you made the kills creative, you can make Escape Room was decent. That Countdown movie. That's what kind of movie I kind of think it falls into. The kind of
Countdown's solid. And I don't know why I didn't mention this because I did see another good one that's probably a safe bet for everybody. Satanic Hispanics. Really good horror anthology. Don't let the name make you think it's just some cheap cheese fest. It's pretty
I
good.
think it's a great name.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I saw it it's in limited release in theaters, I believe.
Okay.
But good, some old school effects, some cool creatures in that. Check that out if you want a good horror anthology. I'm sure it's probably going to drop on VOD in the next couple weeks or something.
Oh yeah. Sometime before Halloween. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Put that on your list.
Yeah.
If you want a good killer elevator movie, The Lift.
Oh yeah.
Is a good
yes.
Yeah.
Well, probably
Is that
the only killer elevator movie.
Is that
but
the
it's
Into
good.
the Dark, the Hulu thing?
It was remade as The Shaft with Naomi Watts.
Yeah.
Blue Underground put out both of those on Blu-ray. Yeah. But Devil, if you want an elevator movie.
Oh yeah,
Devil.
there's
Devil.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's technically, even though it's an episode of a television show, although it's really a 90-minute movie, Into the Dark, that series that ran, I think it's called Down, and it's another good elevator story if you can find that.
That's what I thought he was talking about when he said Lift was down.
Yeah, there's a few. And then there's just one called Elevator too. That's not bad from what I remember.
There's a lot of elevator horror movies.
I didn't think there was that many.
More than you think when you tally. Freefall. There's another one.
I'm actually writing a horror movie right now called Escalator.
There you go.
And listen,
There you go. Yeah.
it's going to be terrifying.
Yeah, the temporarily stairs. Sorry for the convenience.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Terra Firma?
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
The escalator scene in that.
Yeah.
Classic.
Classic Troma.
There were some. Yeah, I love Terra Firma. I think that's near the top of my favorite Troma movies. Speaking of Troma stuff, some on-set photos of the new Toxic Avenger made their way online today. So,
really?
Yeah.
I just saw the one with Peter Dinklage, like the shadowy figure of Peter Dinklage.
There was at least one or two more.
Am I the only person that is bothered by is Toxic gonna be a midget? Or is Peter Dinklage the original form and then he turns into
That's a good question.
It doesn't look it looks like it's Peter Dinklage the whole time from the photo that I saw, but I don't
Am I the only person? I don't hear anybody saying they're kind of bothered by that. I don't have anything against midgets. That's not what I'm saying. But Toxic's character is
what are you?
He's like.
I was to say midget isn't a politically correct.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say little
person.
Little person.
My bad. I can't keep up with that shit.
Cancel him.
Here we go.
All right, I'm just gonna leave.
No, it is a interesting decision.
Toxic is supposed to be imposing, big. He's a superhero, and when he steps out, he's supposed to the punks are
right.
But that's not gonna work with Peter Dinklage. If Peter Dinklage steps out on you in an alley, you're not gonna be intimidated.
I feel you.
Unless
I hear you and I feel you. Yeah.
Unless he's on Steven Seagal's shoulders.
Well, true.
There you go. I
would be interested to see what happens with this because I love the series. I at least I love the first one. I mean, my cousins and I, we quote it all the time, and here we are in our 40s are creeping up to it, and yeah, I would just Peter Dinklage is a great. He seems like a really solid dude. Been in a lot of good movies, from Marvel to the Christmas movie everybody loves. I'm drawing a blank. My brain is fried right now. Elf. Yes, thank you. And so I don't know. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm sure they got something up their sleeve because he's a good dude, but at the same time, you've got to take this.
Nope, we lost him. Huh? We lost him. I was going to mention the movie The Station Agent with Peter Dinklage is really good.
Yeah, that's a great. Before anybody knew who he was, yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah,
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, that one was really good. Really good.
Yeah. Have faith. I think you'll enjoy the movie.
Oh my goodness.
So do you think this will make it more kind of mainstream as opposed to just being like a Troma movie? More like, I don't know.
That's slightly concerning too. I don't know much about who's like. Is it a Troma film?
That's what I was wondering. Yeah, or
it doesn't seem like it is. It seems like a Puppet Master Littlest Reich situation where
Lloyd is a producer on it, but Elijah Wood. You look at that cast; he's in it as well. Yeah.
Stop it!
Yeah, he looks cool too.
Looks like therapist is back. He might be having some connection issues.
Is it my connectivity? Good Lord.
It's a little. It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. Not a big deal.
Yeah, I'm sure. No, I was agreeing with you guys. Like you're talking about some of the. I think that just taking it as it comes. With Peter Dinklage and the Toxic movie, because I don't know. I love those movies, and just the satire is, oh my Lord, it's just dripping wet, and it's great. And I don't know if today's society can handle that. When he kills the kid on the bike, and they're like, "I got to go to church." Like, oh, I mean, you're like sitting there watching it, like, oh my Lord, and you just, I don't know if people can do that today. It's just everybody's so uptight.
There is a new Troma movie coming, hopefully soon, called Shakespeare Shitstorm, which I saw 3.5 years ago at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been waiting for that a couple years ago. It looks good.
Yeah, it is. That one I can say I did see it. It's really good.
Well, there was a great interview with Lloyd Kaufman, and that was his baby, recent. So you can tell he put a lot of his heart into it.
Well, there's another one. There's another one called Eating Miss Campbell, and it hasn't come out either. I don't know what's going on with their distribution, but
they take forever. Their in-house stuff, if you gel with the Troma humor, but their in-house stuff is actually very, very clever. I love Poultrygeist. I think Poultrygeist is just a hilarious film. And it's about something, too. A lot of projectile bodily fluids, but there is a message in the movie.
You just got to look past the projectile bodily fluids to get to that.
It's about family.
It is.
Exactly.
It is.
Yeah.
Fast food love. Fast food love. Great song.
We got Lucky Buster here. What's up, Lucky Buster?
Hey, Lucky. I would say also it's kind of a Frankenstein movie. We just reviewed it not too long ago, but Tales from the Crapper, another Troma film, but not just the film itself, which the documentary on that DVD, if you ever want to see Lloyd Kaufman legitimately broken, because they had to Frankenstein that movie because he gave $200,000, which is a lot for Troma to this actress to make something, and it was awful. Even Troma wouldn't put it out, so that tells you something.
Oh wow!
And
damn,
he had to call in a bunch of favors. That movie has Trey Parker in it. There's footage of Wes Craven visiting the set of Tales from the Crapper on that DVD. The behind the scenes is hilarious. Do yourself a favor and pick up a DVD of Tales from the Crapper if you can.
Wow.
Yeah.
Plus, it's got I haven't seen that documentary, but I have that and Julie Strain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that alone is a reason to watch that.
Wow. Yeah.
It's pretty funny. He's had to Frankenstein a few movies like that and stitch them all together, but Ted Raimi's in it.
Gunn is in that too, isn't he? James
Gunn.
Yeah. Or he did some work on that or something.
I mean, he's worked with Troma before, so it makes sense.
Yeah, he wrote Romeo and Juliet, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was one of his first things. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was one of the only Troma movies that got good reviews in the mainstream press. It's
define good.
No, actually great reviews from big outlets. Romeo and Juliet, yeah. Yeah, if you haven't watched that, that's on Blu-ray too. Yeah, all their in-house, like Troma would put out anything, and they put out some awful crap.
Yeah.
But their in-house stuff, Terra Firma, Poultrygeist, I think the Toxic Avenger films, like all of that's pretty much gold.
Nukem High, that's my favorite.
Nukem, yeah.
I love that movie.
We've got somebody who just showed up in the green room. I think he's got something to say. Hold on just one second.
Oh, Steven Seagal.
Let me bring him in. Hold on.
Do it.
Anyone to think that Vladimir Putin, Vladimir Putin. Thank you, Pierce. Thank you so much.
Let's just keep that there.
I'm gonna sign off. Every episode of Flesh Wound Features now, I'm just gonna do that at the end.
He's so respectful.
He is.
Exactly.
Man. I mean, this man, I'm just going to say, this man gave birth to the 20th century.
Is that even a real goatee? I mean,
well, he dyes his hair. I mean,
you can tell he dyes his hair.
Yeah,
it looks like it's glued on. Like
that is not. Listen, that is not dye.
No, they gotta keep those interviews short, so he's not like streaking by the
melting.
I think when he says Vladimir Putin, he accidentally sat on his sack, and that's just what happened there.
I think. Could he get smaller framed glasses? I mean, could he get any smaller framed glasses? I mean, my goodness. This man.
Think that Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin. Thank you, Pierce. Thank you so much.
Legend, man. My word.
Icon. Yeah. Everybody watch a Steven Seagal movie tonight before you get into Halloween mode.
Yeah, exactly. Especially one of his more frequent films. Those are the best.
Yes.
Or his more recent films. I mean, those are the best. The vampire one. That's one you should save for Halloween night, though. If you
Against the Dark. Yeah, I was going to say there is one out there. So
save that one for Halloween night. It'll be the best Halloween you've ever had.
I want an old school zombie movie with old school Romero zombies, but they're still faster than him. Still can't get away from him.
Have y'all heard that they're making a sequel to World War Z?
I think that's been in the works for a long time.
Yeah, that's like Constantine. Like every couple of years, I hear a rumor that they're going to do it, but they don't.
It's like I've been hearing that for years, and I've never seen nothing come of that.
That was the low point in zombie existence.
I will say this: that movie peaks at the midway point when they're in Israel.
Yeah.
Like it's got this huge epic, zombie siege in Israel, and then it's like at the end of the movie, it's just like a dozen zombies in a hospital. Yeah. So it's an odd film, but I don't hate it. I'd have to revisit it.
That scene in the streets in the city where like the outbreak is happening, that's pretty good too. And like when they're like in the helicopter flying off the top of that building, and the little kids' parents are like reaching up, they've been infected. They're like trying to get on the helicopter and they fall off. And, yeah. There's some good stuff in that movie. You can tell there was a lot of, meddling.
Yeah.
But I think they totally redid that ending.
Yeah.
They did
too. And that book is great. Is it Max Brooks, I think, wrote that? The son of Mel Brooks. Yeah.
That's why you have Matthew Fox that shows up for 2 seconds in the theatrical cut, but he was going to be a much bigger deal before the reshoots. So, yeah. I'd revisit it. It's not an awful movie. It has its moments.
Well, to be fair, that was like the height of my burnout on zombies. So
Oh, of course.
it probably didn't have a chance with me anyway.
No,
Yeah.
me neither.
And I mean, it's a, you know, it's not, zombies in that time were just so oversaturated. The Walking Dead and just everything was zombies, and so
I am currently
that's
almost caught up on Walking Dead.
Wow.
Oh man, you're brave.
There's a scene in Dead City, which is in Manhattan. That's like the new hook. It's Manhattan. And character basically kills a guy with a pigeon bone that he got from this homeless lady. So
wow,
there's some creativity. I'm catching up.
Awesome.
Well, let's say those things go kind of like in waves because it's zombie movies, then it's vampire movies, then it's back to zombie movies, then it's kind of like kind of switches off back and forth.
And occasionally we'd get like a werewolf movie sprinkled in, or like something like that.
Well, I feel like that zombie thing started in like 2004 because you had like Shaun of the Dead, and that kicked everything off. I feel like because you had all the direct-to-video stuff all through the 2000s and stuff.
Mm-hmm. When was the Dawn of the Dead remake?
Same year.
That was around.
That was 04. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
And you had Land of the Dead, and you had Resident Evil 4. Like all that hit right at the same time. And it just felt like it never stopped until I decided to quit watching Walking Dead. Is basically like I had to get away from it because it didn't seem like it was ever going to end.
But you had the Resident Evil movies before that. I thought like the first Resident movie was like 2000, 2002 or something.
Resident Evil 4 the game.
No, I'm saying the movies though. They had the movie on the first one.
Yeah, it was like 99. Oh, it was 2000.
I think was the first.
Yeah, 2000. Yeah, I thought.
2002 maybe. You can fact check me. I think it's 2002.
Okay,
but it was really Dawn of the Dead remake kind of. I feel that and Sean kind of kicked it off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. David, Cobweb, it definitely hits the fall season vibes. For sure.
When I was in college, my roommate, I remember he was big into comic books, and he showed me this comic book, and it was one of the early issues of The Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
And I always think back, I'm like, I wonder, did he ever keep that issue? Because now you could sell that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I used to have a few of those myself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was one of those comics that, kind of took a while. You could probably get them for nothing back then, but I would imagine they probably have gone up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know in Georgia, that's huge because they film
stupid now.
They're filmed in Georgia,
yeah.
Yeah, out here, it's interesting because you can go visit Nick and Norman's. I think that's still open. Norman Reedus's restaurant, and you can go on the tours.
Oh, okay.
It's huge. They film everything out here. Not too long ago, I saw like the Hawkins police vehicles that were being hauled on a rig, which is fun.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
okay.
And speaking of zombies, I just recently discovered that George Romero's son has a restaurant in Kentucky called Romero's, of course. So
I hope they have memorabilia there and they take advantage of that.
I looked at some pictures. It looks pretty highfalutin. So I don't know, like like people eating like their calamari, and they look up and there's like a zombie head on the wall.
Oh. Where is that located? I'm in Southern Ohio, I'm in Southern Ohio, Northern Kentucky. Sometimes.
Let me.
Where's that located?
Let me double check here to make sure.
Cool.
He tried to fill his dad's shoes. He did a few movies, but none of them really.
Isn't there something going on with his son trying to do the final?
I thought I've heard that too.
Movie.
Yeah, I don't.
Final Dead. That'd be
I'm
interesting.
Good.
It's in Mount Sterling, Kentucky.
Mount Sterling. That sounds familiar. Okay. Cool. Okay.
So.
I'm sure it's not too far.
I need to get there. Just to, it's odd, Romero's son has a restaurant, in my neck of the woods.
Yeah, that is pretty
They're coming
interesting.
to feed you, Barbara.
I tell you, it's interesting. Like from living in Southern Ohio, there's a lot of weird stuff that isn't within a 3-mile radius of Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. Just throwing that out there. Besides movies, it's just the weird stuff. It's just.
Are you
it's
near?
interesting.
Are you near Foy's? You ever been to Foy's?
Am I? Well, I'm near. I'm closer probably to Cincinnati. Is probably a place that you would know. But I'm also not too far from like Louisville.
Okay.
So Louisville would probably be, I don't know, an hour and a half away, something like that. It's not too far.
Foy's is like a popular Halloween store.
Yeah, I want to go there.
Oh, okay. Is it? Okay.
And like during the Halloween season, it turns into like a Halloween block party. So.
Oh, that's pretty cool. No, I have not heard of that actually. Yeah.
I've been once. It wasn't during the Halloween season, but I'd like to go back during the Halloween season.
I'd like to also. Yeah, let me know, and I'll do my best if my wife doesn't, beat my ass. So yeah.
Just tell her you're friends with Steven Seagal. She'll.
There you go.
I know, right? That's my commanding officer. So I gotta, I can do what I can, and then all of a sudden I got all these women around me. I got a lot of girls and kids that are female, and they are in charge.
This is true.
But it's good.
All right, so we've got a question here from Lost. Oh, we got Ben Grimm in the chat. What's up, Ben? How's it going, man? I know he's a huge Seagal fan. So we've got a question here from Lost Tune, and then we'll wrap things up. Lost Tune wants to know what is your favorite fall season horror film that is not a part of the Halloween franchise?
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be a broken record, but as far as an every year watch, which that's not a big list, but Black Sunday, Mario Bava, that gets me in the mood. Can't go wrong with that. Black Sabbath too, if you want to make a double feature.
I think the easy answer is Trick or Treat for me, but that's like it's really basic, but it's because it's so good.
Yeah.
Did you like Tales of Halloween?
I love Tales of Halloween.
Yeah. I kind of put those. I mean, I think Trick or Treat is better, but that's a good one too.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, Trick or Treat is definitely the better film, but Tales of Halloween has its solid segments.
I mean, it's not fair to compare. Like, it's an anthology, but I mean, Trick or Treat is on another level. Yeah.
Well, what a story! A film that they didn't think was worthy of a theatrical release, and now you've got as much Sam merchandise as you do Michael Myers at your local stores right now. Like, that's insane, and that's awesome. That's awesome.
Has that character ever been in anything else?
We wanted a Santa Claus, man. We got one, so.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, we did.
I'll throw one out there. It's an obvious choice, but I mean, it's perfect for this time for the Halloween season, the fall. That's Night of the Demons.
Yes, that's up there.
I mean, that's an obvious one, but
I love Night of the Demons.
I get to see part 3 this year. I've never seen it, and Scream Factory's releasing that Blu-ray. I'm stoked for that.
Don't keep the expectations low. Keep them low.
You know what kind of shit I watch. I'll be good. I'll be right at home.
Yeah, you'll be all right. I would still temper the expectations just a little bit.
Yeah,
you'll be all right.
But the release of 3, Chris, you're going to be very happy with. Very, very happy with.
Yeah, they're both 2 and 3 are loaded, just loaded. So, yeah,
just quickly in it.
Does 2 have?
Really good.
I have the olive release of 2. Is it? I mean, I'm assuming it has more than that release.
Oh yeah. 3 will be like you're watching it for the first time, and I know it's everybody's least favorite, Night of the Demons, but it is going to be like you're seeing it for the very first time when you see the new transfer.
I would also throw out there Dark Knight of the Scarecrow.
That's
Yeah,
a
good one.
masterpiece.
Mhm. And of course, Ghost Watch.
I was gonna
And
say Ghost Watch, yeah.
WNUF Halloween Special, which
Oh, that's a good
it's
one.
unfairly compared to Ghost Watch, but it's very
We'll
good.
watch
WNUF is
both.
a comedy more than a.
Yeah.
I think.
It's
But,
like a
like-
nostalgia experience more than anything.
Yeah, I was gonna
If
say,
you
the
can look at it like
WNUF
that,
Yeah,
you'll love it.
because WNUF kind of makes me nostalgic for when I was younger for Halloween. But I was gonna say, even like watching it in theater, the scary stories they tell in the dark kind of made me miss kind of Halloween as a kid, because it's because it like fall aesthetic to it.
Yeah.
What about The Barn? Any fans of The Barn?
I like The Barn, yeah.
Solid little indie. I think the sequel's out now too, right?
And that company, they also release an anthology. There's a third one coming out, but it's called 1031. Those are
Yeah.
decent.
Mm.
They're fun.
Well, and Terrifier takes place on Halloween too.
That's true.
It does. It does.
So there you go. There's a whole bunch of picks there.
I would say also Curse of the Demon. That doesn't take place on Halloween.
Ooh,
That always puts me in the
good
mood.
pick.
Yeah.
Really good pick. That
Yeah.
and Burn Witch Burn.
Yes.
House of Thousand Corpses. I'd go with that one. No.
And it's not Halloweeny, but I always, you're gonna hate this, Dan. I always want to watch Children of the Corn like to start fall off. Man, it's so
It's okay. I mean, you didn't know who Steven Seagal is, so you know. You can name a Seagal movie, so it makes sense you like Children of the Corn, Chris.
Out for Justice. I can name a movie.
There you go.
Hey, pal.
What about you're talking about that Children of the Corn remake, right?
Yeah, the 2020. It's a classic, man.
Oh, beautiful.
Masterpiece. No,
Oh,
I'm talking about the 2010s like sci-fi remake.
Oh man. Oh.
I
It's
actually
such
I actually
a legacy.
prefer the sequel to Children of the Corn. I thought that was a more
Three.
entertaining.
Two and three.
I love two. I love two.
Yeah, that I thought that was a little bit better.
They dropped
Midnight
music
Hour.
on somebody, dude.
Yeah,
Great
Midnight
pick
Hours.
there. Midnight Hour. Perfect. Yeah. The Final Sacrifice. I like that one a lot. Yeah. I think I prefer that one to the original, really.
The original is so special. I think I just saw it a lot, but it's so like
I
Midwest
agree.
fall, like,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
I agree. Yeah. There's a lot of nostalgia in that one, and just it's got that perfect vibe, great setting.
Yeah.
Very, very Midwest autumn. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Oh yeah. Good stuff.
The Hazing.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Which is coming to Blu-ray apparently. Ronin's taking their sweet time.
Go lay down.
Yeah.
And
The
Lost
Hazing
Tomb,
Hour.
Go lay down.
Lost Tomb picked The Lady in White. That's a really good one too. If you've never seen it, it was
Yeah.
on Shudder. That's a
Great
really
movie.
good movie.
It was.
Yeah. I think it
It's
might
it's a
still
weird
be.
movie. It's extremely weird, but it's good.
Well, folks, let's go ahead and call it a night. We've been going for about 2 hours. We've had one hell of a conversation. I mean, wow. The places we went in these 2 hours, the places we went.
Like 45% Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal is Loomis, the greatest idea ever
that's true.
hatched.
Brilliant. Absolutely
I'm
brilliant.
sorry, I missed that.
Oh, Chris, you would have loved it. You'd loved it.
Yes.
You'll have to go back and watch the replay.
Yeah.
Swaggy, where can we find you on social media? Hold on. Go ahead.
There he is.
I thought you about to play that clip again of.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen anyway.
Right.
No, I'm only on Instagram under John's Cool World. So
John's Cool World. There you
check
go.
it out if you get a chance.
Okay. All right. Chris Toberfest, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on X, formerly Twitter, at Bonus Pretzel. I'm also on Instagram and Threads, which I never get on really enough, as that tall guy CZ. That's about it.
Okay. Dream Emulator. Hold on, let me give him the full screen effect too. Where can we find you, sir?
You can find me at dream_emulator on Instagram and YouTube, and that's it.
So I like how you've got the masks back there on the little lights. I've done the same thing.
Oh yeah,
it's a cool look. And you got the that Leatherface statue from Spirit Halloween.
I do.
Pretty cool.
Back there, I love that thing.
Yeah,
you got this in the middle of a reel.
Have you got the side stepper too?
Very good.
No, I have been thinking about getting it, but I don't have it. That's a bobblehead.
Oh, that's right. Yep, that's the bobblehead. Yep.
Who made the pretty lady mask?
That's Trick or Treat Studios. That actually I found at Spirit Halloween.
Nice.
Yeah,
I've spent hundreds of dollars in the past month.
Me too. I mean, Jeremy goes to Spirit Halloween and he's just like, buy it. You know, I'm just like, okay.
I was in Spencer's today, and they had the Leatherface, Ghostface, Michael Myers, all bobbleheads. That remind me of that.
Our Spencer's just closed finally. They've been there forever.
Oh, wow.
The whole mall closed. I mean, it was dead, but it still had a Spencer's somehow.
It's the last thing to go.
Only went.
Well, where can we find you, Chris, on social media?
Slasher Home Video on YouTube and Instagram. Those are the only two I really mess with. I'm on Twitter and stuff, but I'm not on there.
Well, you have a channel?
Yeah, Slasher Home Video. I made a video today.
Okay.
On Are You Afraid of the Dark's Halloween episode.
Nice.
My videos have been coming slower, but they're still gonna come. It's just I got a lot going on, and I'm thinking about putting more editing work into videos. So they might be slower, but I'm not like a dead channel or anything, even though it might seem like it sometimes.
Well, I mean, look,
have that Spencer's. You're still alive.
he's mourning Spencer's. Give him time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whenever you have bombastic reviews on there, that's some good stuff.
Oh,
You know, and you put Dan on there as well. That's really funny stuff.
Yeah,
they're my boys.
Well, speaking of Dan, where can we find you on social media?
Flesh Wound Features here on YouTube. We're getting ready to start our Slashtober tournament in October. We pre-recorded it. Kruger's already threatened to murder me like twice. So
Wow. Oh, that's it?
That'll be fun. Just twice so far, but the tournaments, we're not done recording yet. So you can find me there. Region Free Season 3, of course, where we're going to make Lauren just watch Steven Seagal movies now. We're just going to. And also, Flesh Wound Features is going to be producing and authoring all of the XPW wrestling Blu-rays going forward, which they're just launching at the xpwwrestling.com. And if we get through the wrestling stuff, there's probably some more interesting Blu-rays that might be coming down the line. So we'll see how that goes. But the xpwwrestling.com. Todd's doing a great job on the Blu-rays.
So where is XPW's home base?
Well, Rob Black lives in the New York area, so I guess you have to consider that the home base. But the heart of XPW's in Los Angeles.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but they're touring all over. They're going to be going to Japan, the UK.
Oh wow,
Florida, I believe at some point. So
a whole other country.
How would one break into XPW? Swaggy wants to know.
You got to be able to bleed a lot of blood. I would say start there, hit the indie circuit, and yeah, it's XPW is pretty rough though. A guy got crucified on a recent show. So,
oh wow,
yeah.
Okay. So it's religious pro wrestling.
It's a family
faith-based.
Kind of. The Church of Rob Black.
Okay. so Swaggy, all you got to do is bleed.
Cut
Can
me.
you bleed? No,
you got to go up top. You know, you
Watch
can't
a lot of
hit-
ECW and just
you never ask anybody to gig you. You do it yourself. Never
Did
ask
you
anybody
guys?
to-
Has anybody seen that video where somebody caught CM Punk blading himself?
Ah, yeah, he got
Man,
thrown under. Yeah,
Looked rough, dude. He was just sitting there like stabbing himself in the forehead.
some people it's just really quick. You just do a quick little.
Yeah, he was very awkward at it. It looked like he poked
Yeah.
himself like 5 times.
I know. Yeah, I know guys who you can almost induce it with just a like light knuckle shots to the head, and they'll start bleeding. Yeah.
Have you guys seen Dark Side of the Ring?
Oh, yeah.
I love
that episode with Mass Transit and
oh Jesus, that one.
oh my god, I'm just thinking of some
That's why you don't ask anybody to cut. You cut yourself.
that's what made me think of it. Like,
And the last
damn.
person on earth you ever asked to cut you is New Jack.
Yeah.
New Jack. I was gonna say what his
New
name
Jack.
was.
That should have tipped off Heyman right there. Like, you're asking New Jack to cut you? Okay, get out of here. You're deaf. You don't know what you're doing. Okay. So
Experience Schlack. If you're not familiar with Schlack in XPW, I think the only person who could take him down is our Mike Kruger at Flesh Wound Features. Schlack has just been killing everybody. He crucified the body. That's who did the deed. So yeah.
completely uncalled for. Completely uncalled for. Horrible.
I would be more of a Jim Cornette character. I would have to carry the tennis racket. You know, like
there you go.
You be a manager.
Yeah.
I want to be the Mr. Fuji of XPW. Oh, that's what I want to be.
Cat Martini's got open challenges for that TV title. You got to answer it, Piz.
Oh wow, wow.
Yeah. There you go.
I may have to. I don't know. Let me talk to Rob. We'll see if we can put something together.
I'll just be
Absolutely.
the silent muscle in the background.
I'll just have Chris walk with me to the ring. Everybody will think it's him getting in because he's so tall.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, oh no, come on up.
And then I'll slide in and take a cheese grater to his forehead.
Oh my lord. Yeah.
Tactical therapist, do you have a social media presence you want to promote?
No, I actually don't. I'm just someone who watches you and enjoys your entertainment, and that's it. That's really it. I don't really have anything else. I just kind of do that. That's it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Help Swaggy with his problems.
Yes, yes, and if somebody has a problem, I will definitely be willing to offer my assistance. That's kind of like my lot in life. If I can help somebody, I'm what's called in the state of Ohio, in the United States. I'm an LPC, a licensed professional counselor. So if I'm ever on here and someone's really got some kind of problem, they're like, hey, I just really need some help. I'm like, hey, I'm here. I'm willing to help.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Chris needs it for not knowing Steven Seagal movies.
Yes.
There's that too. That should be a whole subgenre of counseling. Yeah, of Steven Seagal, therapy. Yeah, definitely.
It was meant to be that you two were on the same stream together. It was just meant to be.
Hey, I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to be of service. That's kind of my goal and my job. I just want to help.
Well, let's close this out with some wise words from a brilliant man.
Yeah.
Vladimir Putin. Thank you, Pierce. Thank you so much.
Wait a minute, hold on. Thank you, Stephen, for all that you've done.
Yes.
Thank you. So there we go. Shout outs. Let me do some shout outs here real quick. Shout out to Bronson Rightwolf for the $5 super chats. Shout out to Woke Creepy Kentuckian for the $2. Shout out to Movie Fan for the $7.29 AED. And Darren Hackney, thank you for becoming a channel member. Let's see those prayer hands in the chat, people. Let's see those prayer hands in the chat for Steven. All right. Come on.
Yes.
Let's see him in the chat. Come on. Gotta have him. There we go. There we go. We need some. Look at that man right there. Look at that man. Hold
Even
on.
need some buttered sausage. That's right.
Namaste. Amen.
Look at that man.
Namaste. Amen.
That is a man right there. Okay. That is a man.
If we don't see those prayer hands, he's coming to your house in about 60 years.
The anticipation of death is far greater than death itself.
So, oh man, what a stream! What a stream it was! What a time! Wow, this one's going down in the books, people. This one's going down in the books.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you all. Hold on, let me get the prayer hands back up here. There we are. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. Thank you all on the panel for spending time here shooting the bull. Thank you guys for being patrons. I appreciate the support. And yeah, everybody have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Until then, take care. Be well.
Love you all. Namaste.
Namaste.
Amen. Blessings upon you all. Yes.
Yes.